Hi guys, Dave from Webb here and welcome back to episode 4 of the series. We are going to look at the hip hinge today, okay? As we've explained before, this is for all you guys with the hype community. We're looking to try and increase movement, increase participation and activity while being at home, and that is why I'm here delivering these sessions to you, okay? If you can, try and get everybody in the house down. Let's get everybody around this screen and let's join in all together and let's create a movement environment. And also what comes with moving is a lot of mental health as well. So it's a mental freedom. Let's get the body moving and let's enjoy the time. Okay. So as I said, we're going on the hip hinge today. The reason we've done these series is with people being at home, we are creating almost a log of workouts that everyone can join in, and we can really look at targeting everyone at home. We can't go to certain places anymore, so we want to bring this to you guys so we can all still maintain exercise, but also we keep learning as well, learning new things. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show you the hip hinge. It's a necessity for any movement with the lower body. It's really important to understand how to disengage from the lower body and upper body, okay, and how to do that correctly. We'll do that. Then we'll go into a warm-up. We'll go straight into a session with a few different exercises, and then we'll finish off with a little challenge, which involves the hip hinge, okay? Without further ado, let's crack on. Okay then, so the hip hinge itself is literally understanding how we disengage and we get closer to the ground through hinging at the hip, okay? It allows us to keep a good, tight, rigid position, so nice and strong upper body, while getting into a strong driving position from the legs, all right, which is definitely a fundamental, okay? So all the hip hinges, all I'm going to do is you're just going to stand there nice and tall, front on first, feet facing forwards. You're going to break at the hip, keeping the chest nice and upright, okay, or nice and neutral. From a side position, feet shoulder width as you've just seen, hips backwards with neutral spine, so a straight body position. And what this does is it allows us to really drive from the legs without folding the upper body and compromising any potential power or strength from the upper body as well. So usually a hip hinge is used for picking something up. So if you're there, you'll hinge at the hip and you'll drive to pick something up like a deadlift. Okay? Also a squat is a hip hinge. So as we learned in one of the other episodes, push backwards with the hips. So as a squat, you hip hinge and you drive. Yeah, it's just understanding the hips go backwards. Okay? So before we move on, I just want you to understand the hips and how they move. Okay, so if we're all standing there, make sure you've got space, 2 meters away from each other. So with the pelvic position, you can always think of tipping water out the front, tipping water out the back, and being neutral. Okay, so neutral is here. I want you to tip water forwards, which then the hips end up there. And then I want you to bring it back to neutral and then tip water out the back. Okay, so you've got that position with the hips. Okay, a little bit of a weird movement if you've never done it, but that is how to disengage the hips. So you can tip it out the front, back to neutral, tip it out the back. So all you're doing is turning the hips, all right, and understanding that is a massive function, okay, and really good to have that control. Okay, so we're going to go into a warm-up, straight into the hip hinge, and then straight into our exercises for the day. All right, nice and relaxed then, on the spot, let's go. So we're just jogging all together, nice and relaxed. We've done this for a warm-up. The benefits behind the warm-up are what? Shout them out the screen. Yeah, warm the body up, increase the blood around the body, warm up the muscles, reduces injury, yeah, all those good stuff. Okay, keep going, driving the arms as well as the knees. 2, 1, start jumps, let's go. So we're just getting our mind ready to exercise, the body ready to exercise, and just keep going. Good, 30 seconds. Good, keep it moving. The next 30 seconds is both hands and legs at the same time, right and right. Nice, can we do it? Right foot, right arm, left foot, left arm. Little running man. Keep it going, 15 seconds. Keep working. 4, 3, 2, 1. On the spot now, punching forwards. Really driving the arms forwards. Come on, a little bit faster. Keep going. 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Prisoner jumps now, so I want you to go out to the side of the legs. Keep the arms behind the head. Keep going. So from there, knees out to the side. Keep going. Try and drive the knees out. Keep the hands behind. Even if it's just a little movement there, that's fine. Just keep going as much as we can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, oh, this mat keeps moving. Now a little bit of brain work, let's get this switched on. So on the spot, you're watching me. If I say down, both hands down. If I say up, a little jump. Okay, so down, up, up, down, up. Don't watch me, watch the screen. Okay, just listen to what I'm saying. Up. Well done. Up. Down. Down. Okay, now we're doing opposites. Up is down, down is up. So if I say up, you go down. If I say down, you jump up. Really engage in this now, okay? Up. No. Remember, don't copy me. Up is down, down is up. Down. Up. 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 Well, I got someone. Down. Up. Up. Down. Hey. I'm relaxed there. Okay. Grab yourselves a drink. Get yourself ready. We've got a minute rest and then we're going straight back in to the hip hinge and the main body. Okay guys, so welcome back. You've had the minute rest. What we are going to go into now is the hip hinge itself. We're going to go a few reps and sets of that, and then we're going to add a few different exercises in there, such as the squat, lateral lunge, and the single leg deadlift, which is a little bit harder, okay? So we're just going to increase the difficulty as we go. All right, so now you've hydrated, what we are going into is hip hinge. We're going to go for 30 seconds, and all we're going to do is feet shoulder width apart. We're going to break at the hip to make sure the chest and core stays nice and tight. As you drop down, you should feel a tension in the back of the legs as you can see them working. Squeeze, you should feel tension in the back of the legs, and we come back up. Okay, so from here, shoulder width, drop down, feel the squeeze in the hamstring, and squeeze back up. 30 seconds, let's go. So drop down, get someone to look at your form or record. Make sure it looks very similar to mine. Push the hips backwards, squeeze back up. Push the hips backwards, squeeze back up for 30 seconds, 15 more. Nice neutral spine drive. Drop down, drive. 5 more seconds. 1 more. Okay, The reason why the upper body has to stay nice and locked is because it will reduce injury when picking stuff up off the floor. Okay, and that's what the hip hinge is about. Let's get the body down to the ground with a good strong posture, good strong upper body and lower body to work together. Okay, if you're very arched, you lose a lot of strength and control. Want to make sure chest is up, nice long spine, and we break at the hips and we squeeze back up. Okay, that is exactly what we are after. So you should have felt tension in the hamstring because your chest is up. If you fold, you won't feel anything really until you get really low down. So make sure you stay long, push, almost try and push your hamstrings and the back of your legs backwards. Okay, that's exactly what we're trying to do, and squeeze up. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to go again. We're going to do 30 seconds of it, but we're going to hold it at the bottom. Okay, so you get into the position where you feel the tightness in the back of the legs and hold. 2, 1, let's go. There. Good. Feel it in the back of the legs. Hold the position nice and strong. All right, hands can go wherever you need to. Don't allow the back to flatten. Stay up and strong, okay? Don't allow the back to curve. Stay tight, keep the tension. Keep holding, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze up. You should have felt a lot of work in the back of the legs, so just relax, keep moving the legs, keep them moving, but it's really important to get this position right so the legs can drive and the upper body is supporting, okay? Grab a drink, get ready for the second set. I usually use something like this for water, only because then I can keep a full gauge on how much I'm drinking. Okay, 2, 1, let's go. Drop down and hold. Feel the tension in the hamstrings. Even if you're not as low as me and you're there, that is a start, okay? But just go as low as you can. Break at the hip and hold. Keep the tension. Keep squeezing. Hold it in. For 30 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up and squeeze. Okay, that was the second set. We've got one more to go. That should have felt a little bit more comfortable, a little bit more familiar, because that was the second set. Third one, we should really look at honing that technique and getting things right. Okay, as we said, we break from here, hips just go backwards and chest stays nice and upright. Okay, and that is the hinge. Hip hinge. All right, last one. 3, 2, 1. Let's go from there. Drop back. Feel the squeeze. You can't keep your chest up because then your hips won't go backwards. Yeah, so nice neutral spine. Hold. Hold it on. Nice and tight, nice and strong. Stay straight, feel it in the back of the legs. Come on, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and squeeze. And relax there. Okay, 30 seconds rest again. We're going into squats. We have done them before. We're going to revisit them now with this understanding. And hopefully, this should better our squat from the previous episode. Okay, so get ready. You've got 10 seconds left. Remember the squat. Nice neutral position. Break at the hips backwards, but more of a knee bend this time, rather than a bit more of a straight leg. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's go. We're going to do 2 sets. So break at the hip and up. So break and then drop down. Squeeze, break. Nice, that's better. So good. Much stronger position. Hands can go wherever. And squeeze. And squeeze. Hips backwards and down. Hips backwards. Good, keep it going. 2, 1, relax. Superb, guys, well done. Good, and all we're trying to do throughout these sessions is create an understanding with the body, okay? Create an awareness of what we're trying to do and create so that it gets easier every time, and our mechanics, or how our body moves, is much more efficient, okay? And we can develop much better with it, all right, with the right foundations. One more set. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So break at the hips and back up. Keep going. It's not so much a workout this part, it's about getting the technique right. Push backwards and squeeze. Push backwards and squeeze. So as I said, we're still hip hinging. Drop down, squeeze up at the top. Squeeze them hips forwards, push the hips back. Squeeze the hips forwards, push the hips back. Nice neutral spine. And relax. Good, next one is going to be a lateral squat. So, as we go to one side, we're going to push the foot out, hinge and push back up. Okay? Then we're going to drop onto the other side. But as you notice, the hips go backwards first. So from here, wider stance, hips back and over and up. Hips back, over and up. Ready? Same fundamentals, hips backwards, neutral spine. Let's go. Over and up. Over and up. Good. So hips go backwards first, back and down. Because if they go forwards, you're going to throw your position off. Back and down. Up, back, down. Good. Keep going. Good. Remember to break at them hips. And relax. Good. If you need to, give your legs a little bit of a loosen off. Good. You got 30 seconds rest, remember. And then we're going into the final exercise. 10 seconds. Just get yourselves ready. Same again, if you need someone to watch you, then that's fine. Get a little video, see how you move. 2, 1, let's go. Drop down and up. Let's get the foundations right. Come on, guys. Let's get the strength. Good. Ladies, well done. Sorry, I have a tendency to say guys. Drop back and up. Drop back and up. Good. Keep it going. 10 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, single leg deadlift now to finish. All you're going to do is pick one leg to start with. You're going to hinge on one leg. So you're going to almost try and get, if you're going to go left leg, you want the right leg, right hand to touch the floor and back through. So from here, push backwards and back in. Push backwards. What a terrible demo. Probably on the mat, a little bit unstable. So from here, I want you to drop down and squeeze back up. Hinge at the hip, leg goes back, touch and back up. It is easier on a solid ground because when you're on a mat, you've got a little bit more instability. Other leg again, right leg down, right leg flat, left arm down, back in. Okay? 3, 2, 1, let's go. A little bit more balance involved. Break at the hips, touch, drive. Break at the hips, touch, drive. Break at the hips, touch, drive. Keep going. Break at the hips, touch, drive. Good. Good strong position. So you're on that single leg and then you drive up and through. Single leg, up and through. Feel it in the back. Single leg, up and through. Good. Swap sides. Whatever leg it is, and through. Control down, touch, drive through. Keep your balance as much as you can. It is quite tough. Feel it in the back leg. Drop down and squeeze. Drop down and squeeze. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, 1. And relax there. Grab yourself a drink, guys. Well done. Fundamentals with a few exercises involved. Grab a drink, and now we are finishing off with the challenge. Right then, guys, we are back. Hopefully you're fully hydrated after a little rest. Okay, now we're back into the challenges to finish. All right, so we're going to have 2 challenges. I want you to complete both if possible. If not, the second challenge is a little bit more advanced, I'd say, but it's definitely worth a try. Let's see how much power we've got in them hips, okay? I want to stress, if you really think you can't do it, then please don't try, because it is a difficult exercise, but want to throw it out there for the guys who really want to push themselves and see if they can do it and where they are at, okay? If you know you're not there yet, do not worry. Just slowly build up your hip hinge and the power in the hinge with the exercises we've just done, and you'll be able to do that with constant progression and work, okay? But I just want to stress, only do it if you feel comfortable, okay? Please don't do it because you think you have to. You do not, okay? So first exercise is you're going to time yourself with a magic toilet roll, and you're going to see how many single leg hops you can get in. If you haven't got the single leg element, then go to double, okay? There's the two options for that one. So set your timer, get your toilet roll in the middle. The easier way, or the slightly less advanced way, should we say, is double footed. Okay, so how many times can you get over and back in 1 minute? So you'd set your timer, 3, 2, 1, go. Keep going. If you need a little bounce in between, you can. That's totally fine. Okay, see how many you got in that minute. Okay, the next challenge is after that one, you'll rest for 2 minutes. Then you'll see if you can do a single leg. So start with your right, and record it. 2 minutes rest, then do your left. Okay, so like so. Yeah, 2 minutes rest. Then you'll go into your left leg for another minute. Okay, it will be difficult because you do have a stronger leg depending on how much you use each one. Usually people have a stronger side. Do not worry about it. I would recommend starting on your weaker side that you think. Okay, start with that way. Give yourself 2 minutes rest in between each one, and then attempt the other side. Okay, and then the third and final challenge, the hip drive. Okay, how many consecutive hip drives can you complete? So from the kneeling position, you're going to drop onto your heels, use your arms to propel yourself up in the air. 1, back down. 2, 3. How many of them can you do in a minute? You have to start from your knees. You have to propel your hips forwards, hip hinge again, into a squat position and stand. Okay, really explode and drive up. They are your challenges to finish today's session. Have 2 minutes rest in between each one, and please write them down how many you can get in the minute. It'll be great to see how much we improve over the next few weeks, months, maybe a year. Great to have that data to see how we improve. I'm Dave from Webb Fit. Thank you very much for getting involved and tuning in. As I said, we want to try and get as many people involved as we can to increase activity levels at home, to increase engagement, and let's keep this on point and sharp. That is what we want, okay? Because it is quite a tough time for everyone. Let's still keep the community buzzing, keep the engagement high, and let's stay as active as we can. Okay, if you'd like to see some more of my personal stuff, then please follow WebbFit on Instagram and Facebook. And there is some other interesting content on there with regards to workouts, nutrition, and mindset itself. Okay, superb everyone, well done. Give those challenges a go. Please put below how you got on. If you want to post a video, that's absolutely perfect. Let's create more engagement and let's keep the community growing and building even at this time. Okay, with less face-to-face time, but more online virtual time. Cheers guys, thank you.